everybody, Kevin here. Thanks for stopping by my channel. We're here at Canaan Motor Club in New Hampshire for our first track day of 2022. I figured I would take today to kind of talk about the channel. I've already uploaded a few track days from last year that I attended a lot around some local New England tracks, and a couple shows I've been to that I made some videos for, but I figured I would tell you a little bit about my car today. I'm here in my 2016 Golf R. The Mark V is not a track car, so I don't really take it to track events unless there's a show at the track, like Dust Off, which was last week. But yeah, I figured I would take some time to tell you a little bit about the car, what's done to it, give you my thoughts, future plans for the car, stuff like that. So yeah, without further ado, let's check it out. Alright guys, so here's my 2016 Golf R. Let's tell you a little bit about it. It's on ProFlex software. I originally had it just stage 1 flashed, or just low torque flashed, when I first got the car, and that's when I also got the Haldex software installed. We bumped the boost up to about 22 pounds. About 2,000 miles later, my clutch starts to slip, to no surprise. So at that point, we threw a South Bend Stage 2 Endurance clutch in there, turned the boost up, added the downpipe, ran pretty well, wanted a little more, ended up going with a low pressure pump and port injection, and now it's on flex fuel. But so yeah, it's on ProFlex. As far as my performance parts go, I have a Racing Line R600 intake, Racing Line inlet hose, CTS turbo elbow, CTS downpipe, innovative brushless low pressure pump, Precision Raceworks 925cc port injection, and then my ethanol sensor is installed right here on the manifold. So that's pretty much it, mostly for performance. As far as my exhaust, I have, it's a CTS turbo downpipe paired with a CTS turbo catback, so CTS turbo back. I did have a CTS turbo intercooler that we bought, that when we went to install it, it didn't fit very well, so we ended up not installing that because it didn't line up with the end tanks really well. And Alex over at Innovative said he didn't feel comfortable installing it, which I saw for myself. I don't know if I got a bad unit or whatnot, but it definitely didn't fit as well as my buddy's APR intercooler fit his A3. So I still need an intercooler. I may either have a custom front mount fabbed up at Innovative, or I may just get a direct replacement. Not sure exactly what brand I want to go with, but the DO88 is the one I'm considering at the moment, so we'll see. As far as drivetrain goes, I have Black Forest Stage 1 mounts, Stage 1 engine mount, Stage 1 transmission mount. I got the USP Motorsports dog bone mount with their insert. I think it's like the street insert. I didn't want to go with the race. I didn't want it to be too aggressive with the vibrations inside the car, because I still do drive on the weekends when the weather is nice. As for my brakes, I have the Willwood 6-piston. These were a recommendation from Tom AP Tuning. They've been great. This is my 3rd year running them. I got 8 track days out of 1 set of rotors and pads. So I'm running the BP20 pad, which is their entry-level track compound. The kit comes with a BP10, which is a street compound, but I knew I was going to be driving the car hard, so I wanted a high temp pad, and I haven't really experienced brake fade to the point where I feel like I need to go any more aggressive. So Willwood 6-pot front calipers with it's a 2-piece rotor, BP20 pad for the front. For the rear, I'm running the StopTech slotted rotors with Ferrado DS2500 pads, which I got all from FCP. So thank you, FCP, for lifetime warrantying my rear brake setup. The wheels are new this year. These are New Speed RSE 10s I got from my buddy John, who had a Mark II TTRS. He sold the car and got an S5, and the center bore is no longer compatible. So they're 18x9, 45 offset with a 255/35, and I'm running my first year running the RT660. So they've been pretty good today, no complaints. Still trying to figure out like what pressures these tires are happy at, but I think I may need some more camber in the front because I'm wearing right through my wear marker. So on the driver's front, I do have the European facelift dynamic taillights. Those are a really nice touch. I definitely like the turn signals. This makes the car look a little more up to date, in my opinion. So I got those. I have the dynamic turn signals I got from USP. I have Aerofab front splitter, Dutch part side skirts. I actually used to have the Dutch parts front splitter to go with the side skirts, but I was coming home from a show and it detached. It literally came right off of my lower front bumper cover or cover guard, or the splash guard underneath here. So had to get a new splash guard, had to get a new front lip, and luckily there's a local guy who sold his Golf R that had this on Marketplace, who I was able to get a good deal for. So I may eventually just switch the side skirts over to Aerofab just to match it up, because I like my stuff matching. Other than that, I have the P3 multi-gauge, which is nice, and the EQT Pro grounding kit, which is new for this year. So apparently it's supposed to help the car, idle and start up a little smoother. I never really had complaints or issues with that in the first place, so I haven't really noticed a huge difference with that. But it is nice getting rid of those grounding wires, because those kind of stink. Those don't have to worry about those bolts stripping on me. So plus it cleans up the engine bay a little bit. So not that there's anything really nice to look at over here. So, but yeah, I mean, as far as the tune goes, it's been great for me. When I first got the car dynoed on pump gas, we dynoed it at ECS Performance in, I think it's South Windsor or East Windsor, Connecticut, and it did 364, 371 on pump gas. And then after getting the ProFlex software and getting that tune dialed in, I went to ACI Dynamics. That had Nick, who you may know as Mr. Turbo Hand, dynoed this thing for me. And on East 60, it did 386, 426, which, I mean, just having the fuel in the car, it's like a night and day difference. Just the amount of torque you pick up from ethanol, in my opinion, it's crazy. So you could definitely tell when I have core in the. I could easily tell when I have core in the car. So that tune has been great. I'm on my 9th track day. The car's still holding up, so I definitely like the tune. It's treated me well. So, and not having to like blend fuels and then measure and all that stuff, it's nice not to have to worry about that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I also have the Eurocode front chassis brace, and then the Eurocode rear bar as well. So I could show you that. It's not much to look at, but Eurocode rear bar. And then here's my controller for the fuel pump. So I have an early revision pump. I think they revised the kit. I mean, I think I could get an updated controller, and I think they adjust the siphon to make it a little more efficient. But since I'm only running IS38, I'm not really pushing the limits of where I would need to upgrade. So maybe if I go upgrade a turbo or a hybrid, I may need that in the future, even though Alex at Innovative is telling me not to. We'll see. So, but yeah, as far as future plans for the car, I may add those, as I said before, the 034 camber mounts or I'm sorry, 034 ball joints to get a little more camber. I do want to get a rear valence just to kind of, or a rear diffuser, just to kind of go with the rest of the other body bits I have going on here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm at a new track today, but as you can see here, I'm supposed to be keeping my wear above here, I believe, but I added more pressure to see if I could kind of raise this line a little bit, but I think I just don't have enough camber at the moment. So I'm running negative 2.3 in the front and negative 1.8 in the back. So yeah, the car's been pretty good for street and track duty. And yeah, if you guys have any comments or questions, drop them below the video. Love to get back to you and hear your thoughts. And in case I didn't say it before, I am running Super Pro rear sway bar with end links, Super Pro control arms, and camera mounts. So that's pretty much what I got going on here. So yeah. Alright guys, I forgot to mention in the intro that we are here today with MassTuning TrackFest. A buddy of mine, Armin, runs the organization, and he's able to kind of piece together a nice little track day season for us, where we get on track for a pretty reasonable price, and all the tracks are pretty good. And yeah, shout out to them for getting us here, because this is the stuff that we really enjoy.
Have fun out there.
Thank you. Shut up and sit down.